Hello, hello, everyone! Happy Monday. How's it going out there? Welcome back to Strange Parts. And did we just get a... No. I was thinking we just got a Discord notification, but not yet. Hey, James G. Hey, Krillin. Got chair malfunction. I'm doing all right. It's supposed to snow a whole bunch tonight. But, yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Ooh. Hello, 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 Tolerane. Hello, Genius Garfield. Hey, Obsidian. How's it going all? Hey, Steve. Hey, Panda Boy. Oh, hey, Esden. I saw you pinged me on Discord, and I haven't read it yet. Okay, I will follow up with you. Esden, I'll follow up with you offline. I have a question to ask because of reasons. Oh, some hay sizzle washer. New Mexico's good. It's about to be snowy. Well, most of our snow has melted. I'll show you. This is our current state, but we're supposed to get 6 to 10 inches tonight and tomorrow. So that'll be exciting. One of the things that I did was that I rewired the whole streaming setup. So everything behind here, I like rewired and re-cable managed and reorganized. I moved the desk a little bit further this way, so I have more space back there. Sort of backstage area, which, you know, a foot or two does a huge difference without really, I don't think it's changed the look of the room too much. So yeah, that feels pretty good. And then I automated a whole bunch of stuff for setting up the stream because it was taking me like 15 or 20 minutes at least to set up the stream if I had to do nothing else other than just like turn on cameras and stuff. So a lot of stuff is automated now. Not sure I like this microphone position. There, let's see. Maybe that's better. Hey, Collie Commander. Yeah, so I like went through with zip ties and Velcro and all that good jazz, and I've got longer cables for the microscope, and I've got, yeah, did all the things. So a little bit better power situation. The power situation here still sucks. They've only got 2 20-amp circuits, so like I have to just be constantly juggling what's plugged into what before I blow breakers. So yeah. Yeah, it's been kind of an iterative process figuring out like what goes where. I've got the soldering iron stuff now off to my right, which is nice because I use it with my right hand. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'll try and tune in for the stream, Esden. I don't know if you haven't been streaming the past couple days or past couple weeks because of Glasgow excitement, but I haven't caught a stream in a while. Oh, hey, KWF. Just replace the 20-amp circuit breakers with 30-amp circuit breakers? Sure, yeah. That's always worked out well for me in the past. I definitely didn't blow the wiring harness on a 92 Camry that way. It turns out that once you get a short in a wiring harness, you have shorts all throughout your wiring harness. Oh, nice, Esden. Yeah, it's good to take a break sometimes. I've been continuing to hit the streaming hard. I've been really enjoying it, so yeah. They blew their whole street pole. That's impressive. Yeah. Or the whole cable to the street pole. I see. This mug is a mug from American Science and Surplus. I think Niall Red is maybe a chemistry YouTuber. But no, this is an American Science Surplus mug. I had one that was 400 milliliters, and I broke it. So now they didn't have any more 400s. So I figured, you know, just swing for the fences. A full liter. American Science Surplus is awesome. So yeah, awesome, Krillin. I'm glad my streams make you happy. I'm glad to have you here. my streams make me happy. Hey, also Optolator. Optolator. All right. So I want to finish up the Iran work on the open book today. So we'll do some more soldering. Hiranya Garb, yes, I have received some parts and I'm waiting on other parts, and I'm racing Chinese New Year now. Chinese New Year is at the end of the month, and that will fully shut down my ability to get anything from China for a good 3 to 4 weeks. So there's something that I always forget about and always bites me in the butt. So, well, let's jump into this. So I don't have any show and tells today. I didn't pick up any mail, so yeah. KWF has an anecdote. One of my friends was arguing with the local util that while he paid for 300 amp service to his house, they didn't upgrade the pole transformer for 300 amps. The argument ended with him deliberately using as much power as possible and calling the utility company while standing next to the pole saying, "Your transformer is on fire now." I'm sure they loved that. I suspect they didn't believe him that he'd use 300 amps. Oh, I would love to go to the American Science and Surplus store in Wisconsin. Yeah, in person. That would be awesome. We had a store in the Bay Area called Weird Stuff that was great. Weird Stuff, and then there were a couple others whose names I'm forgetting. HSC. They've all shut down, as far as I know. So, yeah, Weird Stuff was awesome. It was this big warehouse that would just buy. They would just buy like surplus stuff, foreclosed companies. They would just buy everything, and so they had everything ranging from cool test equipment to like mannequin parts. Yeah. Oh. Wired Fox Terrier, I don't have too much problems with my AirPod Pros running out midstream. Occasionally, I have problems with it, but I'll just take them out and charge them for a little bit and stick them back in. I don't like the over-ear headphones when I'm talking, so. I haven't been to Access Solutions. Let's check that out. So, let's figure out where we were again. Oh, I have to open up the schematics first. So we're working on this, this open book here, which is, let's up close and personal. This is the board for it, which is just gorgeous. Not my design. It is Joey Castillo. And I bought this off of Tindy. Here, let's throw some links in chat. This is those are the links. And yeah, we're working on putting caps and resistors on here. So let me pull those up. Okay, let's put chat over there. Okay, and hopefully I'll be able to read it. And then I'm gonna get a microscope in the picture here. I got my touchscreen working all the time now, not just when my mouse cursor is on that screen. Whoa. Alexa, turn on the microscope.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay. Is that working? Sort of. I'm missing an eyepiece. These little buggers tend to fall off. Okay. And what's going on here? Let's reset this one more time. Okay. Okay, why is the microscope not working? There we go. Okay, and is that switching like it should? Sort of. Oh wait, no, hang on. Okay, it is. Good. Hello, hello. Hey, Dear Green. Hey, Eve Miss Twitch. Ms. Twitch. Green, I just got some smart plugs that the power supply for the camera and the light are plugged into. Pretty simple. I've got it stuck for a lot of stuff in the shop now though, because I don't want to forget to turn things off, and I don't know. It's just makes managing lots and lots of devices a lot easier. Hang on, I got a cable that's run awry here. Okay. Oh, it's so nice having a big loop of cable now though. All right, so let's see. Let's open up the interactive assembly guide. Right. Okay, here we go. So, is that camera in a reasonable spot? I don't know. Get a better spot for it. Something like that. Okay. So, question is, oh shoot, it cleared everything we've done. Oh no. That's annoying. Oh, I have a done pile. Okay, we don't need that. Onward and upward. Alexa, turn on the soldering iron.
Okay.
Get tools out here. Solder. Let's see. Flux and tweezers. I finally got the I got two space heaters in here, and I'm finally warm. It's taken a while to get to that point. Okay, so R2, R11, and R26. Let's just look at the back of the board. Oh, we got to get back into dark mode here for sure. Okay. I'm a little bit annoyed that it didn't like store what I'd already placed in cookies or something. But, you know. Okay, these are 100K. Well, I need to double reference these against this printout because we learned that I've got a slightly different version of the board. R2, R11, 100K ohms. All right. Let's dive into this thing, shall we? Okay, so here we are. Up here, so we're gonna work top down. So, man, which one is it? It's that one. That silk is really bad on those. Oh, do we not have a working microscope? No. What's going on there? Unplug it? Yeah. There we go. Let's focus it. Okay. Here we go. Set this up like I had it last time, working that way. Soldering iron here. All right. Good. So, pop a few of these out. Let's go. Oop, flinging them everywhere. Okay, there we go. So we'll tin things up here like we did last time. So it should be this one here. All right, now the top of the flash, which is here. And where's our last one? The last one is sort of 2N here, R26. Go. Where are we at here? Okay. One more. There we go. Okay. I totally can't read chat because letters are too small. Yeah, I was thinking about lining up all the numbers so they point in the same direction, and then, I don't know, that seems like I wasn't paying enough attention to do that, so it's all good. All right, what are we doing next? I got that done. Chair's sinking on me. Can't wait to get the replacement cylinder for this. It's driving me bananas. Absolutely nuts. If you sell a used chair with a leaky cylinder, you're a bad person. Without disclosing it anyway. C34. C34 here. Okay, it's down right next to what we just placed. Let's just check. C34. 100 picofarads. 100 picofarads. All right. Just install all the resistors upside down so you can't read them. Perfect, KWF. Perfect. I don't know who that's trolling. I feel like you're trolling yourself. In that case. I want to know why, why I just did the wrong thing. I want to know why most capacitors aren't labeled. Why are most resistors labeled and most capacitors are not? Okay, we're doing C34, right? I believe so, yes. See, this one's no markings. Oh, did Bald Engineer work at a capacitor company? That's interesting. Which one? Like a big one? Like Murata? Yeah, through-hole capacitors have labels, but SMD rarely do. Yep, this is the switcher. It's got a little light sensor, so when I cover it up, it switches. It was because I kept forgetting to switch back and forth between cameras, so yeah. I mean, maybe it's because you don't get a capacitor and resistor mixed up, but I don't think that, I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Oh, thank you, Luffy. It's working out pretty well. Okay, this is R4, R5, R10, R15. This one, 10. This one says 15, 16. Okay, so there's a whole bunch more stuff here than this, but we'll start with these. 6. Okay. Good Lord, which one is that? Is it this one? Is that R10? Does that look like 10? That looks like 10. Take it. That one. Ow. Stab myself. The tweezers. They're sharp, it turns out. I might have pulled out a few too many resistors, but that's okay. All right, what was I doing? That one, R10, and there are 2 over here. I think it's this one and this one. R4 and R5, yeah. Okay. Placing this upside down for the purists in the group. Octagon Cake, the interactive part of this, you can generate yourself. It's like an open source thing. Look for interactive HTML bomb. Oh, I'm not showing everything on the screen here, I realized. Okay. Let's get this all on screen. Okay, what did we place? We placed 1.5. Getting distracted. Ooh. Oh, no, not even 1.5. 2 halves. Okay. And of course I pinned the far path, so I gotta flip this upside down. All right. there's 3. Yes, I have watched Big Clive. I've talked to him a little bit on and off over email recently. He just pinged me to see if I was okay, so I hadn't been posting very much. I am. It's just taking me a while to get back to making YouTube videos. I'm getting there. Got a lot of exciting stuff going on in the works. But it's slow to come to fruition. I've got like 4 big projects right now. Something like that, 4 or 5. And waiting on shipments and designing stuff. It's just, everything takes time. I had something kind of quick to look at that I broke in the middle of shooting, so I'm waiting on new parts for that. Doing some reverse engineering work on an iPhone. I want to get back to shooting the USB-C thing. I just ordered a manual mill. So like it's sort of a drill mill, little like desktop mini mill, for cutting the holes in the cases for USB-C. I realized after talking to RoboGreg, he was like, why don't you just get, I was trying to figure out how to get a CNC mill. He's like, why don't you just get a manual mill? You just need to cut a slot. And I was like, you know, you're right. CNC mill is probably more trouble than it's worth for that. So he's often right. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy who's very practical, which I appreciate. Okay. So we have done these, but we need to do some more. So what? So we did R4, R5, R10. This says 15 and 16 are the same as well. So where are 15 and 16 on here? 15 and 16, which are also 1K. Okay, so where are those? Over here. Okay. You can't see one because it's obscured. 15 and 16. There. Yeah, Greg pointed out I could convert it. Yeah, I don't know how much work that will be, but that is something that I have thought about. Retro Unlimited, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Oh, it was also Optolator that gifted a subscription to Retro Unlimited. That's awesome. Thank you, also ISO Optolator. That's really nice. Also, I can now hear the alert sounds, which is great. That was one of the things I fixed this weekend. So hopefully I'll know when stuff's happening now, when I've got my head in a microscope. Okay, what are we doing again? I think we're soldering something. No, we don't want the diodes. We want these resistors here. That one. And this one. Okay. Oop. I feel a little bit bad that the camera in the lower right corner is not a very good angle. Would people like me to stop and reset up that camera, or are we happy enough and just want to keep soldering? What's the verdict? Can do either. Kind of tempted to stop and move it around and maybe put a macro lens on it or something. Keep going. Happy for now. What's my cleaning technique, KWF? As far as I can tell, I haven't done any cleaning. My tip cleaning technique? Just smash it around in the brass. Keep going. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't even wet my sponge anymore. I find the brass to be more than enough. Okay, we got both of those. Okay. 15 and 16 are done. What is this? C13 and 32. Oh, those are listed separately on here. 0.1F, okay. Okay, C13 is down in the reset button area. There it is, see it. Okay. Open. Whoa, there's a high reliability soldering certification? How do you do that? What? That would be fun to do. How do you get that? I want to go to Chinese cell phone repair school. Hopefully later this year. I think we could do some really cool videos. Going to Chinese cell phone repair school. Whoa, shoot. Flinging stuff around. Those guys are nuts, and I think we'd probably go up to Geelong, up in Guangzhou. The head teacher up there that started the school, Wyman, is just absolutely incredible, and he's a really nice guy. Unfortunately, he definitely doesn't speak any English, and he doesn't even really speak Mandarin. He mostly just speaks Cantonese. So, I mean, he does speak some Mandarin, or he speaks Mandarin, but it's not his first language, I guess. So, it's a little bit tricky, but he does have one or two teachers there that speak English that can help translate, so. Yeah, I think they would let me record. Wyman and I have talked about it. I think he's just happy to have the publicity and stuff, and he's pretty open with a lot of the techniques that he shares anyway, so. Even as Twitch, my Chinese has gotten rusty. What I should have done is been studying Chinese this whole time, but I don't know. I'm lazy and it was a lot. I don't know. Just making it through pandemic has been an adventure. Where's C32? C33? Oh. That one's one of the ones that doesn't have a value on it in this bomb. Okay. Just where is it? Okay, it's down here. It's down in the preamp section. And it looks populated? What? That's not exciting. Oh well. I'm gonna pull off whatever's on there and replace it because I don't trust it to be correct. That's what you get for soldering and live streaming at the same time. A lack of attention to detail. Alright, hang on. Put the flux on here. It is this one, right? It's the re-in from, yeah. Oh, I have my hot air set to set for heat shrink. That won't help me. Let's get it up to 325 here. Turn the air down a little. Okay. So I find like 325 Celsius is a good starting point for this kind of work. You can probably get away with lower if you need to, but. Throw the other one in there. Oh no, flung it. Okay. That's an unknown. I'm just gonna get rid of this unknown. I'll mess around with it. Okay. Yeah, Obsidian. Yeah, they're marked on the list that I have, so I don't know when I placed them. It's not listed twice on there. I don't know. I think this is right. C36. 4.5 nanofarads up here. So 36 we're doing? 36. Whoa, those values are different. Okay, it's right off of this. Good lord. I wish we had a version of this of the interactive bomb with the right data on it. Yeah, the interactive HTML bomb is awesome. It's better when you're using the right version of the board, but you know, can't ask for everything. Okay. Okay, it is this one, previously tinned. More to that. Yeah, I had not known about KitSpace or the interactive HTML bomb prior to this project, and I will be annoyed working on any project that doesn't use those from here on out. They're both great. KitSpace allows you to easily order everything on the bomb. It links up to Master and DigiKey and Arrow and a few other things, so it's great. Oh, thanks for the hydration reminder, Obsidian. Cheers. I'm drinking a mixture of powdered greens and lemon juice for a really gross combination. It tastes fine, it just looks gross. But it's got a whole heap of sludge at the bottom that I have to stir up. I suppose it's appropriate I'm drinking it out of a beaker. Oh, thanks, Aodens. Yeah, I've been streaming for, I don't know, a few months now. So I sort of get back into shooting here. Shooting for YouTube. Right, do we get both sides of that? Yes, we do. Okay. What's next? It's kitspace.org. But yeah, you've got it spelled correctly. Maybe someone can provide the link to the KitSpace for this. Just type !project. Okay, what do we got here? R1, R3. I etc. Okay, R1, R3. These are 10K, right? Yes. 10K. Okay. Should be 10 of these. Okay. Where are they? R1 and R3 are up high. Here, there's R1. R1. Yes. R3. It's over here somewhere. Is that R3? Yep, that's R3. What else we got? Oh, well, I'm gonna do 7 and 8 here. Okay, down by the microcontroller. That's 7. Yes. And then reset button. That looks like an 8. That blob vaguely resembles an 8. Okay. R7, R8. 28. Which is where? Let's see R28 anywhere on here. Thank you for subscribing, Digital XO. I appreciate it. You subscribed with Prime. That's awesome. I am using, what solder am I using? I am using just something off of Amazon. Just 6040 rosin core. Where is that? I don't know if any of those are in focus, but 0.6 millimeter, 6040. Just some random Chinese brand. Nothing special. Triple Nickel, thank you for subscribing with Prime. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, can someone put the Discord link? Exclamation Discord. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it said these boards are sold out right now. What are we doing again? 7 and 8. I got distracted. 7 and 8. Here. Okay, did we tin those? Yes. Okay. 7 and 8. Oh, right. We were looking for 28, which I don't think is on here. It's not. Oh, here. Is it on the other side? No. Okay. Let's go spelunking for it. Wheel? On 29. Okay, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Is that right? Yep, okay. So I know where some of these are. Just not on that. Where are we? Zoomed in. Okay. That's 29 there. And then this row that we were confused about before is the rest. Except for 28. I still don't know where 28 is. Okay. Where is 28? So you see 28. Let's see R28. See R27. don't know. Maybe we'll just wait till it makes itself known. I think it'll just be one that's not populated until we populate everything. Oh, I see it. It's up here. That is R28. Okay. Good. All right, so we're just gonna place all of those. Okay. Everything I tinned. Okay. There's one. Another. There's another. Let's place these guys here. Just work our way down. Row. All these are upside down, and I'm having to turn them over with my left hand, which is not the easiest thing. Okay. Okay, let's solder these up. That'll work. Good enough. Okay. In there. Right. Thanks, Fibble. Flibble. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just kind of placing them whichever way they go, whichever way I pick them up. Not paying too much attention to which way the numbers go. I guess we've got one or two more here. One down here. Oop, what did I do with it? Okay. I'm sorry if my my lack of consistent orientation is driving the obsessive compulsives in the group nuts, but just don't have a preference. Okay. Yeah, you should definitely get into SMD. SMD's not as hard as you would think. I would highly recommend a microscope, but beyond that, it's not too bad. Okay, let's take a quick look all over this thing and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I think we're good. What next? We're getting to the end of our set of passives here. What is this? These are our 13 R14 resistor arrays. Are these the one we decided we didn't need? Or that had changed values? No? Okay, we have not yet populated these. I don't know why there's one out and why this is open. I feel like something happened on the stream on Friday, but I forget what it was. I know there was discrepancy about resistor arrays, but... So this is 4 resistors in a package together. And they just do this for ease. If you're gonna have a bunch of resistors all of the same value all right next to each other, you can use this instead, and it's one fewer part to place. For the machines, for the humans, it's a little bit harder to solder. Just tack one corner. Just a little bit more delicate. But I'm gonna make it look easy that time, I think. Let's see, let's get more flux in here, and that always helps. Oh, you know what? I have a flux pen I want to try out. I've never tried a flux pen. I've heard people like them. This is like a... Oh, you have to shake it up. It's like a marker. So I'm rocking. This is off of just off of Amazon. I've actually used one of these before. Let's try this out. There, it's flowing. Okay. Interesting. We'll try that out. We'll compare. You in focus-ish. Ooh, don't touch the soldering iron with your finger. It's bad. Boy, come on, come down. I can go even further in. Making sure I'm in focus relative to the camera. We're making sure we don't have any bridges, just like that. Let's fix this with some solder braid. So the solder braid just wicks up the solder. Go. Just move that a tad. I think that's okay. That'll work. Let's Let's do the other side. Well, I usually hear if it smells like chicken, you're holding it wrong, but pork works too. Unless you're subtly making a statement about my weight or something, you know. Is that in focus? I'm gonna go with yes. Come on, wick down on there. There we go. That's looking all right. We're doing on focus here. Good. I don't know. Why am I not reflowing this? Yeah, I don't have a full reflow oven. I have the hot air, and I don't have a stencil for this board, so a wide variety of reasons. So, one down, one to go. So we're gonna try the second one here, just with the, this is a dangerous move, by the way. I'm always tempted to do it, and it always yields with me just waving a hot soldering iron around right next to my head, which, I don't know, seems like it could end poorly. Case of the sticky tweezers. Oh my goodness! Platinum Mocker is rating with a party of 41. Welcome! We are soldering up a Open Book, which is an open source e-ink reader. So let me show you. This here is the board that we're working on. Let me get it in view. So we're soldering this up right now. There. And yeah, it's a very cool board. It's self-documenting. So I didn't design it, but Joey Castillo did. I bought it off Tindy. And it's got all this writing about what each section on the board does. So it's got an e-ink screen, and it's all open source. So thought it would be a fun thing to assemble here on stream. What have you guys been up to in Platinum Mockerland? Oh, nice! An e-ink navigation system for hiking. That's exciting. That's super cool. I'm presumably you're designing it. Yeah, I'll take a look after the stream. Oh, nice. It has a color display, presumably like the tricolor. That sounds very cool. Okay. 7 colors. Wow. I didn't realize there were 7 color e-ink screens out there. Behind the times. I don't really understand how that works. That's very cool. Yeah, a lot of the like GPSs and stuff are hard to read in the sun, or their high power usage. E-ink seems like a great option. Let's get this camera back in focus. And let's switch back to our bomb here. Try focusing that again. Okay. Have a good one, Planenmacher. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so we are soldering a resistor array right now, which is 4 resistors all right next to each other. It just makes for one fewer component to place. If you're a machine, if you're a human, it makes for more challenging soldering because the pads on here are quite small. Very close together, but doing okay with it. Getting by. Just having a hard time getting soldered down onto the lower pad. It's hard to get anything to touch it. And I definitely can't get the soldering iron and solder in there at the same time. It's proving challenging anyway. I've done it once or twice, but oh, that's bridge. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I could probably use more flux on here. I was testing out the flux pen, which I guess I didn't put enough on. I might hit it with the hot air once, yeah. Might just throw some flux on here and hit it with the hot air and sort of let everything reflow a bit. It'll look prettier. Okay, that was a whole bunch of flux, but where are we? I'm gonna turn this up a little. We're at 350 now. Just mostly because I'm impatient. See him move? It's pretty cool. So surface tension will kind of hold him in place. Looking a little better. Hey, Fat32 and a party of 4, welcome. We're soldering up an open book, an open source e-ink reader. Oh, is it going on an awful lot? Might need to make it a little more sensitive. Less sensitive? I don't really know. Let's try that. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're good here. I should clean some of this off so you can see it, but it's much easier for me to see under the microscope. The camera on there isn't the best. It's 4K, but still, I don't know. Might just be that I need to dial it in more, but unfortunately, its menu requires using a mouse. It's really just not what I want when it comes to adjusting my microscope camera settings. I'd much rather have buttons and an on-screen menu. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Very happy. DJ, I haven't contacted him yet. I did send him an email saying we were going to stream it on Friday, but I didn't hear back, so I should mention that. I would imagine he's aware, but all right. Those are switches, so I think that might be all of the passives. Let's kind of go through and look. Do we think? So we've got some diodes. What's C27 and why is it not placed? C17. We got some C's that aren't placed yet. Okay, we've placed those. Let's see what we're missing here. Okay, this, maybe. We placed some of those, but not all of them. What is this? No, not that net, this. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Okay, C27. And C35. We place C35. Does not look like it. Okay, where are those? Possible they're in here. That's Q1. No, FD. Got some diodes, we can place those. Ferrite beads, we can place those. MIA. Spilling the alcohol. Let's look through here. What are we looking at again? 27 and 35. Whoa. I don't like how these tear open packages then just allow the contents to drop out. That's not exciting. All right, let's see here. We got C36. Resistors. 334. 27 and 35 is what we're looking for. In my done pile here. Quite possibly. R12. Not in there. What value is this? 10 microfarads. Just look for that. It's fine. I've got a resistor kit, so even if we don't have it. 10 microfarads. Here we go. Don't know what happened there. Oh, I think it was one of the first ones we placed, and I was like, oh. I was just reading the numbers off the interactive bomb. Okay. Onward and upward. Oh, awesome, Timon. Thank you. I hope you can come join us at some point. I don't know if we'll finish this stream, so he probably has more chances. But I imagine that he would like to. See, I didn't ping him today because I didn't hear back from him, so didn't want to be pesky. Also, hi Timon. Good to see you. I have a weird thing to ask you about. I'll ask you on Discord. Okay. place these guys real quick. One there. But we're about to get the more interesting part, which is the bigger components. Things like processors, and switches, connectors. Where'd the other one go? Here. Okay. Now what? I guess we're just looking for anything that's not populated that says R or C on it. What is that? Is that a D? I'm guessing that's a D, but let's go look. Well, that's a Q. Really? Is that a Q? Yeah, that's a Q. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, there's one. What's this? C25. What is C25? The C25, same thing. Okay. Awesome. Oop. Jumped out 2. Where'd the other one go? Okay. C25. And I'm gonna audit that full list there. Make sure there's nothing missing from this package, this value. Okay. All right, C1. Oh, I'm not even checking these off anymore. I'm just going willy-nilly. Well, let's actually look. So 25, and then, oh, these aren't placed either. C5 and C7. Okay, let's do those. That one and that one. Yes, and one more. Okay. Yes, there we go. Oh man, almost an engineer. Sounds like you're not feeling so hot. Does not sound good. Okay. We get these done. Yes. Yep. Yes. What is this supposed to be here? FB. Okay, that's a ferrite bead. We've got this down here, which is good. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. What else is on this list? So that's 1, 2, 4. We got 5, 7, 11. We've got 32, which came from another batch. 25 and 20. 25. Where's 27? Not even listed on here. 27 and 35. Oh, here. Did we place those? I think we just did those. That one and that one. Okay, good. Yes. All right. Let's see what else is not placed on this board. Diodes. Oh, what are these? C22 and 23? Ah. See here. These. Oh yeah. Where's that? 1 microfarad. Let's go through these again. We didn't do the farad beads yet. What are the diodes? I'm going to separate out the resistors from the capacitors here. Resistors. 1 microfarad. Okay. Yeah, almost an engineer. It's definitely worth taking care of yourself, particularly right now, because you don't want to end up having to go to the hospital right now. It's a bad time to be needing healthcare. So, anything you can do to take care of yourself preemptively is a good idea. I mean, obviously, go get medical attention if you need it. Go sooner rather than later so you're not in the ER. For sure. Okay. All right, let's see. Do this one here. Yes. Guess I should just double check. We are indeed doing everything according to this, which is what I meant to do. Yep. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Yep. Okay. Too well. These are 0805s. Not super small. Microscope might be exaggerating it a bit, but these are not small as far as these things go. They can get much smaller. It's definitely at the limit that I don't need the microscope, but it makes things a lot more pleasant. It saves my neck craning over, trying to see. All right, those are done. Did we get... So those were the same as these. Did we get all of those? think we did. Yep, we got those 3. Got that one. Got that one. We got that one. We got that one. Okay. Yes, those are done. We get this one. Yes. What about that one? Yes. This one. Yes. That one. Oops, sorry. Switch cameras. That one. This one here. Yes. These. Yes. Okay. Those 2 big chunky ones. 1210s. These resistors, yes. These resistors, yes. These resistors. Think so? Yes. Yes, and yes. Hang on one sec. I realized I didn't close something. Close it, okay. Okay. 7 and 8. Yikes, almost an engineer. Yeah, well, take care of yourself for sure. Seven and 8. Where are 7 and 8? 7 and 8 are there and there. Reset button. And that one, yes. R9. Yes. R12. Is it up here? Yes, that was the green one, the 0.47 ohm resistor. Oop. Still amazes me. I think we're in pretty good shape. All right. Onward and upward. Diodes. Okay. So now... do I find myself getting eye strain using the scope? No. I think it's great on the eyes. It's harder looking into studio lights at screens. That's the thing that does me in. And the screens are a bit far away from how I would normally... They say arm's length. And as you can tell, my hand is not on a monitor. So, yeah. Anyone can type. There we go. Obsidian's got it. Got it under control. Oh, hey, we got Patrick OD in here too. I don't know if he's paying attention or not, but you can see his name on the list. Okay, we're on to do things that have directions, have orientations that matter. So far we've been doing stuff that just could be placed willy-nilly. This stuff matters. So, diodes. 5 and 6. Thank you guys for being so helpful on calling up the links and stuff. Oh, Durgreen, he's a mod, so I feel comfortable calling him out. I just haven't seen him on the stream recently, so I don't think he'll be offended. But I probably wouldn't do it to just a random person. He's a mod and a close friend, so I don't feel like I'm imposing. So. Right, so orientation matters. So it should be like that, right? Line matches the line. So I'm looking at the silkscreen drawing underneath. Okay. There's one. And let's turn that around. Also, Patrick is the one who found this project. He built one and was like, this was really fun. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do that on a stream. Or a set of streams. It does sound fun. Yeah, you do like to keep me guessing as to whether you're paying attention, KWF. It's all good, though. I know if I really need you, I can holler. Maybe you'll pop in. Yeah, Patrick's been helping a ton with server infrastructure for the robot, which I need to check in on. I meant to do that before the stream today and did not. So hopefully we'll get that squared away before the next stream here. All right, D5 and D6 are done. Dunzo. Do I think this is beginner yet? I don't know. I haven't gotten to the hard part. It's like beginner to intermediate, probably. Intermediate? Gemma? Yeah, that makes sense, KWF. That when the phone rings, you gotta pick it up. No worries. We usually have more than one mod in here anyway, so it's not a huge deal. And work and life come first, so all good. Ferrite beads, what am I on? I'm on FB1 and FB2. I've not done these before. I'm assuming they're no different. FB1, FB2. Where are they? Here we go. Here. KWF, folks want an and-on for hype trains in the shop so that, you know, the hype train level sets the and-on level. Do you think, do you have and-ons in stock right now? You know, seeing as you're my and-on supplier? Everybody's and-on supplier, really. I mean, why would you get an and-on from anywhere else except KWF? Yeah, do they make a five stacked and-on? There's one. Up here. Right there. Yeah, totally can have a buzzer. I was actually thinking of building a air compressor powered dinner whistle, like a factory whistle, so that the folks up at the house could call me up for dinner remotely. But I haven't really gotten to that yet. Yeah, we should definitely have like strobes and bells and whistles and things going off for level 5. That would be good. I do like straight tweezers over bent ones. I almost never use bent ones. I don't know what it is. I feel like the straight tweezers, it's maybe because I'm used to chopsticks. Like the bent ones feel too disconnected from what I'm actually doing. Okay, those are all connectors. And switches and stuff. An air raid siren. I would prefer not to deafen myself, but you know, Yes, you do need to finish the enclosure for your MQTT connected to Andon. And then you need to make one for me and send it. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? I dropped it over here. Okay. So this is a little transistor. Which goes here. Tune that up and place it. I do stock bent tweezers, but I almost never use them. But I do think it's nice to have a variety of different tools. Types of the same tools that you use a lot, just so that once you get into a sticky pickle, you have options. It's also good to try out different stuff, you know. If you normally use straight tweezers, try out bent tweezers and stuff. If you can afford it. Not everybody's can spend infinite money on tools, but... as you're getting serious about something, it's good to try out. Microscope switcher is being touchy. I don't know what to do about that. Let's try this. Let's try that. Yeah, I need more feedback to be able to properly adjust it. It's a little bit of a guessing game right now. Yeah, Octagon Cake, I definitely have nice tweezers and not so nice tweezers. These are my nice tweezers right now, but I have other... yeah, I have probably 3 or 4 pairs of tweezers in my little tool caddy. Where'd my fluff pen go? Oh, it's back there. See, now it's not switching off. There we go. Okay. What else we got? Okay, button, switches. We can start doing some of that stuff. Here's L1, let's do that. Those are connectors, switches. Micro SD slot, that'll be fun. Switches. These are headers, which I don't think I need. Flex connector. USB port. Yep. It's more connector headers. Oh, geez. Transistor. LEDs. We can do LEDs right now. Yeah, let's start replacing some of this stuff. And let's just turn the whole stack over and then... yeah, let's see. LEDs, chips, LEDs. Okay, cool. Do some diodes. Kurubakla, there's not really a construction tutorial on the thing. But maybe I'll put one together. People keep asking about it. Okay, we're gonna do diodes 2, 3, and 4. Here. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I've put the code up for it, which is just on GitHub/strange parts, but there's nothing about how it's like put together. It's really simple though. It's just, yeah. So I could probably do something sort of write up on that. It's not something that, like, writing stuff up like that is not my strong suit. It's not something I'm super motivated about. So it tends to not get done. But I can at least like take some photos or something of it. Slightly bothered that that green resistor is sideways. Okay. Yes. Okay, so again, we got to get these. The line on the diode here has to line up with the line on the picture. Otherwise, the electrons flow the wrong way. So diodes, if you don't know, are essentially one-way valves. They allow electricity to flow. So from right to left in this one. So they flow in the open funnel part, but they can't flow the other way. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Obsidian. I tend to just reverse engineer my own budgets at 2 a.m. instead. Okay. What do we got next? U2. U2 and solder. Okay. Let's do our first chip. Since that's what I'm at. Where is it? Somewhere up here. There it is. And then I think I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And then he flings it across the room. It's a little bit much on the solder. Come on now. down. Let's put some flux on there. Just a second. As glue, if nothing else. What do we got going on there? We're blowing solder bubbles? Something's going on. There. Right. U2 is done. Or U2, sorry. Gemma, I think it's, it's a learned skill. It definitely requires, I think soldering boards like this require some attention to detail and a bit of practice, but yeah, my hands aren't actually that steady. I don't know if you could tell on the last one, but I was definitely shaking a bit. But the key is, one key is being able to see better, makes your hands less shaky. So microscopes make your hands less shaky. The other thing is just knowing to nudge things and not hold on to them the whole time, right? So if you just nudge it, even if your hand's shaking, if you just nudge it, move it a little bit. That'll help a lot. And then it's just practice. So I'm gonna take a quick break, 2-minute break, and use the restroom, and then we'll keep going here. Be right back, stick around. Okay, I'm back. XE420. What are you looking for? Are you looking for tools, or are you looking for like a kit or something to learn to solder for the first time? Octagon cake, I'm drinking some disgusting combination of, well, it looks disgusting, it tastes fine, of powdered greens and lemon juice and water. It's not as bad as it sounds. A kit or a project? I don't know if I've got any good recommendations right now. I'm curious what other people would suggest. Mitch Altman has a cool Arduino-based synthesizer that's like, it's like a little circuit board like this, called an Ardu Touch. I think it's called, is it Ardu Touch? Look. I don't know if or where he's selling them right now. Yeah, Ardu Touch. Cornfield Electronics. So this is a friend of mine. So this is a cool little kit. I've not soldered it myself, but I've played with one that he soldered up. And it's specifically designed for people learning to solder. So yeah. So that's a recommendation. Oh. I should probably do some sort of soldering kit at some point. Like design one. What are we doing again? I think we're soldering some stuff. U7. Yeah, there's some really boring soldering kits out there. Asnith, this is powdered greens and lemon juice and water. It's tastier than it sounds, which is not a high bar, I admit. What are we doing? We're doing U7. Tiny little op amps. a Max 4468. Okay. Find where this goes. We say use 7? Use 7. Down here. Should probably start reading the sections that we're actually doing. So what was this section up here? Power supply, it seems. So now we're going to be doing this one. Let's read these notes. Mic preamp. U7 is a max 4468 amp for an inline electret mic amplified signal on A10 PA07. Turn the amplifier off by setting D48 or PB31 high, which is a pin on the microprocessor. This also powers down the mic bias circuit, this R21 C33, to save some power. Sweet. That is too small for me to read. PB31 can do... No, let's read it off the paper. PB31 can do SWO. I don't know what SWO is. If you need it, you probably don't. Cut trace between PB31 and an SHDN and connect it to SWO. Cool. Okay. I don't know what the mic is for. I have no idea. Okay, I don't see a orientation marker here. Let's clean this up a bit. Let's see. So this is just isopropyl alcohol. Oh, I see a dot now. That's why it's good to clean your boards occasionally. Oh, as in, yeah, it's been kind of unreliable today. It's hard for me to debug by myself. To make it more sensitive. I think it's that way. Well, too sensitive. How's that? Let's try that. Okay. Let's try the flux pen again. Really not use these much. Okay, so on these, you have to match the dot here with the dot here to get the orientation right. Is that camera switcher a little more reliable now? Hopefully it is. Okay, cool. Good deal. Okay, and then we're just gonna drag solder these. Hopefully. A little too much solder. That's all right. What solder wick is for. I moved my box of tools off my main desk here. Put it off to the side. It's great. It's total win. Wish I'd done it sooner. It gives me so much more space on the main desk. Okay, that was a little overly aggressive. Let's put a little bit more solder back on here. Man. A little more flux, probably. That's looking better. There, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's clean that up. Just make sure we don't have any bridges, but I think it's good. We're good. Let's reheat some of these pads individually. Yeah. We're in good shape. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I've used solder paste and hot air. I don't have a stencil for this, and I find it hard to dispense solder paste with a syringe. I've just never had that work that well. So, yeah. The tip I'm using is one of these curved tips. And that's what I've seen the guys in the cell phone markets in Shenzhen use the most for surface mount. And I like it because it has, you can either be pointy or lots of surface area, and there's some, you can use it at a bunch of different angles and stuff, so. Yeah, the scope really is pretty OP in terms of determining where you've got bridges and things. It's really nice in that regard. Really, really nice. Okay, let's do some LEDs. What are these? NeoPixels. Is there a NeoPixel on this? There is, I think. Halo! Thank you for subscribing with Prime. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the microscope's really, really kind of a game changer. I talk about the microscope a lot, but it really does make a lot of things easier. Where'd my scissors go? Huh. I have scissors. I have 2 pairs of scissors in the shop. One at the desk and one back on the shelf. And I don't know where my desk scissors went. MIA. Good Lord. This has got some funky packing in it. This is a card to indicate whether you should bake your parts or not. And they bake them to remove moisture. So that's to indicate whether you need to do that, I guess. Which it looks like we don't. We would only do that on a big assembly line. What? These don't look at all like what I expected. These are not NeoPixels. These are something else. What are these? What the heck? Oh, they're 4020s. Okay, maybe. I'm not familiar with these. That's the line item. Let's look at it under the microscope. But I'm gonna have to go check these part numbers. Yeah, that could be it. Oh, yep, that matches the package. Okay, I believe that's right. Oh, these are gonna be a pain. We might bust out some solder paste for these. proper pain. Okay. Yeah, maybe something with hot air here. Okay. Let's try paste. So solder paste is just microscopic solder balls embedded in a flux paste. We squirt it on and then hit it with hot air. So let's try this. Let's see if I can get this. I usually have a hard time getting this to stick to the board. I might hit the board, really clean the board off first. Let's do that. I rarely do this, but I know that other people who do reflow really like to get all the oil off their board. Okay. So you would bake it before you solder it to remove any moisture so that it doesn't cause problems in your reflow oven. So if you have moisture in there, it could cause steam, which then cause parts to explode and all sorts of other things. So. I find this very hard to get the right amount of paste out without a stencil. People in chat have done this more successfully than me and have better suggestions. I'm all ears. But this is kind of what I do. Yeah, it's not a problem when you use a soldering iron. It's really only when you heat the whole thing up. So yeah, I've tried the whole putting it on your tweezers thing. That gets to be an adventure too. It's kind of goopy and I don't know. I've definitely done my share of that, but just don't have a technique that I love here. You start getting little bits floating around, which makes me worry that they're going to create shorts later. Just removing some excess here. I'll try it with, like, you know, a toothpick or something. You usually dip the whole thing in solder paste, get you out. How's that work out for you? Okay. All right, I feel like that's going to do okay. Not create too many bridges. Okay. You mix more flux into the paste. That's interesting. I feel like this is already too goopy. I would prefer it to be a bit drier. Okay, let's place this thing. This is where I've got to be relatively steady-handed. But also, I'm going to take advantage of a feature of this microscope, which is that I can swing the whole head to be at an angle, which is great. I'm going the right way here. If I can only get it in focus. Yeah. Okay. because these pads are underneath, I want to be able to see them at an angle to know that I've got them lined up properly. And so the whole head of the microscope can tilt. That makes that a lot easier. So you can see I've still got a fair amount of shake in my hands, right? It's going to be okay. But this is the type of thing where I need to be really careful. I'm not going to really hang on to it long. I'm going to mostly nudge it into place, right? That will work. All right, let's hit it with hot air. I'm going to turn it down to 300 because I really don't want to melt the plastic on there. These LEDs are sensitive. And I don't want to blow it around either. Turn the air down. Whoop. That's so cool. I always love seeing that. It's always fun to see the solder start to flow. Might not be in total focus for you guys. Sorry. Not convinced that second to the bottom pin is correctly soldered. Okay, let's see. Let me get this in focus first. Okay. I'm not convinced that's actually soldered down. Yeah. Well, it's a lot of solder, but it's actually okay. But for aesthetic reasons, trim it up a little. Oh, I really like microscopes for working with bigger parts. I like microscopes for everything. I do through holes through a microscope sometimes. Okay. There we go. But you might, if you have better eyes than me, your mileage may vary. Okay, that looks really good. Happy with that. I melted a tiny bit of plastic, but I think it's fine. All right. These are quite cool. These are WS2812Bs, but in a 4020 package, which is awesome. It's very exciting. Okay. Should put everything away in the bags because I ordered extras of stuff so that I can use it in other projects and things. Yes, KWF, less old. That is also true. Have a good night, Tellerine. Yeah, we're still at it here. Okay. All right, what next? Q2. Q2 is where? Let's see. We placed NeoPix. the rebranding of WS2812s and 13s as NeoPixels bothers me. Oh, I don't think I marked that off, but I placed it. Pretty sure I placed Q1. I don't know. I just would rather call them by their given name, by the manufacturer that made them, rather than have them be completely rebranded by a distributor. I don't know. Yeah, I've said it before. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird to me. It's weird to rebrand somebody else's product. Okay. Are we in focus for everybody? Yeah. That looks good. Okay. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know. I mean, I probably shouldn't rant about businesses in my field. I don't know. Sir Cuso, thank you for subscribing for your 3rd month. I really appreciate it. Hello, hello. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, ODMs and OEMs, that's a whole thing. And just rebranding in general. I don't know. I think it's weird to rebrand components, I guess. Cool, JJ, thank you for subscribing with Prime. That's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if this is possible without hot air. We'll see. I've already used hot air once on the NeoPixel, and I've used it to rework a couple things that I screwed up, so. But this hot air station is 20, 30 bucks, something like that. So it's not like I'm using anything super fancy or expensive. All right, that was Q2. And if you're gonna do surface mount, you should at least have a hot air rework station. So I wouldn't see that as a high barrier, I guess. But I do definitely think it's doable without a reflow oven, because I don't have a reflow oven. I think most things are doable without a reflow oven if you've got some patience. Reflow oven just speeds things up. Okay, we're doing L1 now. Which is where? Here. Whoop, shoot. Hitting buttons on the mouse that I don't mean to be. Ooh, at least it kept my things this time. Maybe I opened it in a different browser last time? I don't know. Okay, L1. How does this go? This might be a... Yeah, this is gonna need hot air too, right? Because these are sitting underneath. So yeah, I think you do need hot air. I think that is a requirement. But, like I said, should not be a huge barrier to entry. Whoa! Oh, thanks, Cool JJ. I'm glad you found it. Octagon cake, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today. I'm thinking probably not. I'm thinking not so much. But we'll see. Okay, let me make sure I get this oriented the right way. Is that it? No, I can't even tell. Okay, like that. Now, obviously, you can get way more expensive hot air stations. I've never used one. I've never really found my hot air station to be the barrier, but people have tried to make the argument that I don't know what I'm missing, which is true. I indeed do not know what I'm missing. So maybe I'll have to try that at some point. Yeah, just grab one of the cheap ones. This is, and one of the 858Ds, those seem to be it's kind of the same design as the one I've got. I could maybe point the camera at it briefly. One of these here. One of these. So it's got just a handle and stuff. A couple tips. They're really, really simple. There's a link on the kit.co page to, I think, that exact one. Okay. All right. There we go. Thanks, Obsidian. We should add that to Nightbot and have it be like exclamation kit or just kitco or something, or exclamation kit even. All right, L1 is done. Can we mark it off? Not yet. L1. Okay. What's next? More LEDs. FUL is the indicator. Okay. Where is that? Up here. Oh, it's indicating that it's charged full. Oh my god. There's like there's a desiccant packet, an indicator card for baking, all for 2 little LEDs that all for this little thing here. So I don't know if you can see. Move this over a little. So this was in this giant bag here with this and this, all to make sure that they stayed dry, or that I knew how dry they were anyway. Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's get these out. Go. Okay. So I never know which way these go, but it does have a plus on the board. You can usually get them to light up with a multimeter just in the diode check mode. Where is it? Leave it under here. Okay. So that's it. Okay, so that's the right orientation. Supposedly you can tell by the bond wire, and I never remember which switch. So I guess the bond wire is positive side. And then people say, oh, well, such and such is the anode and such is the cathode. And I never remember which one those are either, so it doesn't really help any. Yeah, the bond wires are crazy. I want to do a video about that when I can go to China again. Yeah. Wire bonding is super cool stuff. I don't know if that's out of focus for you guys, but it's out of focus for me. It's just really zoomed in. Okay. That's better. Okay. That's done. Okay, I got too much stuff on the desk now. Multimeter. Okay. Usually you have a cathode marking. The cathode must be negative. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is a little bit cold. It is a little cold. Fix that. I don't know why. Meh. Tis what it is. Okay, onward. Full is done. Okay, NOR flash, U4 and U6. These are all heat sealed. Okay, more desiccant, more humidity indicators. U4 and U6. Ooh. Okay, where are those? U4 and U6. U4. Just see U4. Down here. U4. Okay. Use my goopy flux. I like using flux to sort of hold things in place. Yeah. It's nice because it sort of helps you position things and then it helps you solder them. It serves both purposes. Okay, where is the dot? Is that the dot? I'm gonna assume yes. Yeah, that's been okay. It's all about the nudging. If you feel like you don't have steady hands, nudging things into place goes a long way. And about the surface tension. Also, you can use the end of your solder as tweezers to move things around. Okay. We don't even need to drag solder this. We can just do each one individually. Get far enough apart. Okay. Good. So that was, I don't know what that was. What was that? That was U4. What's up with U6? I don't know. U4 and U6. Is it on the other side of the board? No. Oh wait, is this it here? U6. Flash chip. Okay. There's Circuit Pi. Okay. And then this holds the Unicode characters and Unifont glyphs. Okay, cool. Oh, and that's just not there on this version. Esgerts, we're soldering together. We're soldering the components onto a circuit board for an open source e-ink reader. So I'm just figuring out where the next pieces go, but right now I'm putting on flux. This helps the solder flow better. And it holds the chip in place. I solder it on. So each of those little copper pads is connected to a trace or a wire that connects it to something else. Bumped it around. Cool. Good enough. Okay, done with those. Onward and upward. Let's see. LEDs, red LEDs. I think this is the charging LED, maybe? I'm not sure. Man. Definitely can't say this is super eco-friendly. There's a lot of packaging in this stuff. There's so much. And yes, we do want to keep these parts nice, but holy crap. So it, like, okay. Here's another Scotty rant. I was in China when the whole, like, straws are evil thing happened. And I'm just seeing, like, you know, all sorts of packing like this, you know, like these envelopes, just seeing them, like, you know, you see people wheeling like bins full of them down the street. And I'm going, oh my God, you silly Westerners have no idea. Like, the amount of plastic generated in, you know, making, just in the manufacturing process of like making a car or making, you know, a piece of consumer electronics, like, you have no idea. It pales in comparison to your silly straws. So like, yes, I think we should cut down on the amount of plastic we use. Straws are not the problem. Just because there's one horrifying video of a straw up a sea turtle's nose does not mean that they are like the bane of ruining the planet. Like, I don't know. It just feels really silly. And I'm not anti-recycling, I'm pro-recycling. I'm anti-silly causes that are not the main, I don't know, not the main problem. Okay, so if plus is to the left, this should be oriented properly, right? Should we just check it? Let's check it. Mostly because that's fun. I know why the straw was chosen. It was because of that stupid sea turtle video. Which, I mean, I feel bad for the sea turtle, but that's not all sea turtles. Like, yes, let's cut down on our plastic usage. Let's start with something that actually matters. Like, let's say drinking bottles. Let's focus on that. And I know that there's been work on that, but like, I don't know. Plastic utensil, like there's so many other things that matter so much more. The coffee stirrer things, yeah, totally. Yeah. Or like Ziploc bags. Yeah, it is going to be hard to ever convince me that straws are the real problem. Okay, there we go. That's so cool to see them light up with just the multimeter probes. Never stops amusing me. Okay. Indeed, we have this facing the right way. Let's tin up the pad. Someone was saying that they think of the bond wire as like a diving board the electrons jump off of. But if that's the case, the electrons flow from the negative side. So, I don't know. And that was because we didn't know that electrons were negatively charged when that convention was invented. So I don't know that I understand that particular rubric. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm against causes that make people feel like they're doing something without actually like making a big difference. Yes, exactly. It just turns into virtue signaling and not... Like, I am all about strong environmental reform, strong recycling reform. The reality is, like, plastic recycling is a scam. Like, we are not recycling plastic by and large. It was being shipped off to China for a long time, and then China finally said, you know what, we don't actually want it. Because we don't know what to do with it. Because it's actually kind of hard to make good things from recycled plastic. So. Okay, place that LED. Yes. Featherwing. Oh, I need to look at my next bag. Okay, another LED. CHG for charge. I don't know what that red LED is for. Something else, I imagine. Maybe power. Just, is it on? Escape rat. What would you do if you had a time machine? Kill Hitler? No, change the convention. But plus and minus in electrical design. Yes, absolutely. Tolerate. Yeah, sometimes school just forces its way on you. Okay, I'm not going to check this one because we've established the convention for this particular soldering session as to how LEDs are oriented. Maybe someday I will remember it. Unlikely. Suppose if I did enough of them in a short enough period of time, I would remember. But I rarely do. I suppose someone who has placed, 500 LEDs in a week remembers it. But I haven't, so I don't. Yes, definitely cannot skip the orientation part this time. All right, what's next? Buttons. Let's do some buttons. Oh, this is USB. Let's do USB. That'll be fun. USB ports. Got an empty hole. I like that big, hefty stuff like this still comes in packaging in tape. You'll see there's even bigger stuff like the SD card slot. No, I think this is just micro USB. Yeah, micro USB. Okay. So this one's a little tricky. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, come on, go in the holes. Particularly clumsy doing this. There we go. Okay. So we really want to get the data pins lined up on the back. I think I'm going to do this from the side again. Oops, that's the wrong knob. This one. It's looking pretty nice. Okay. Can we do this by hand? I think we can. Let's put some paste down. Let's see. Let's put some solder paste here. It's just big pads underneath to hold this thing down for mechanical. And then we're going to solder the holes. Do all the big pads with solder paste. And that's just for mechanical and grounding. And then I'm going to come in and try and hit the pins individually. The iron, we'll see how that goes. That may or may not work. Dirk Green, I don't know. I know that I've not done a ton with USB-C sockets, but I have heard people finding it challenging to source USB sockets and expensive. They at least used to be not very cheap. That might have changed. That's a couple years old information, but. Just try drag soldering these. Work. Yeah, it's working a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, let's flip this over. Fill up these holes. And then we'll hit it from hot air from the top and get the paste. Hey, Chris. How's it going? Is that somewhat in focus for you all? Good. Somewhat. Isn't that nice? It always looks like magic. I'm gonna hit it from the other side and try and get those pads that are underneath. That's pretty good though. Just check our data pins again. Yeah, it's looking really nice. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. My mug of sludge here. That's nice and gritty. I'll just continuity test them real quick. Yeah, we could do that. I even have some micro probes if we need them. Let's do a quick continuity test here. Not a bad plan. It's not easy though. Let's get some micro probes out. Box of probes. Here it is. Oh, it's down here in the mess of kits. Yeah, here it is. So micro probes are just really pointy probes. Make it easier to get onto really small pads. I just got this kit off of Amazon. It's just kind of a, got a bunch of different options for probes and things, for multimeters. Gotta always keep these guys covered up because they are super freaking pointy. See that? They're like needles. And this is just testing whether two things are touching. You got to beat if they are. See? So make sure not to poke yourself with these. These will draw blood. Okay. I think we're good. I'm happy with that. Not a bad thing to test. Yeah, I'm starting to prefer through-hole as well, Escape Rat. If you've got the right equipment, I would say it's easier. Hey, Nick Bates Live. Yeah, I've been streaming for a couple months now. I'm glad you found me. All right, let's get this microscope set back up normally. It annoys me I have to move the whole thing up and down. Do that, but you know, there are worse things in life. Oh, okay. Yes. Now, that was the USB port, but I don't know if that had a number or whatever on it. Let's not worry about it. Onward. Ooh! Do we want to do the flex connector? That could be exciting. Let's look at these. So, speaking of big things in tape, look at these big boys. Oh, I think these should be easy though. Okay. That just goes there. Easy peasy. We can do that. Yeah. Easy as. Okay. Put some flux down just to hold things in place. Oh, interesting, Esden. Using an electric mug warmer as a preheater. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. They have those little, like, you know, preheat hot plate things. They've got some little tiny ones now that are just a couple inches in size, particularly for the cell phone guys. But, yeah. Might be worth picking up. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Flux makes the solder flow better. So it sort of gets it to a more liquid state. Oops, I'm bumping this around. Let's just put some solder here to sort of tack this thing in place. Okay, wait. I want it like that if I'm gonna. That side, where is it? There we go. I lost it. Here. Okay. So when you're working at this scale, surface tension is usually your friend. So you want you want your solder to be fairly liquid. And so flux really helps that. Okay. I think I'm good with that. I think let's shift it a little bit. Okay, that's too much. Oh, man. Okay, I think I'll leave that alone. These look pretty well aligned. I'm just looking at the alignment of the pins side to side. Really want them to be soldered on the pads as much as I can, but okay, I'm committed now. Okay, and let's drag solder this. Ooh, I don't like that. Get out of there. Get out of those pins, please. Just wick up on those pins to the left. Get it out of there. I have it shorted between those pins. There we go. That'll work. Now we've got some wicking over here. Really should not be probably running my iron along the top rather than the front there. That's all right. We'll get it out though. Did we run out of music? Seems that we did. Okay. That was everything hopeful on Epidemic under Beats. Let's do Eccentric. I think we've played this one before. I think I remember liking it. This 1-800-DIRTY by Phasion. Yeah, I gotta try a stencil sometime. Keep hearing that's the way to do things. I've just never done one. It's not due to any philosophical disagreement. It's just not done anything in order to stencil. Okay, I think I'm happy with these. Wish there was a little more solder on a few of these. Let's do this without darn bridges. There we go. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. Happy. Happy. Okay. This is 2 switches. And I don't know where these go. They say DNP, which is usually do not place, next alt, and previous alt. Oh, I see. There. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so here and here. Okay, I'll go ahead and place those. How do these go? So push buttons. think they go that way. That. We can do this. Okay. Some flux to tack it down. Well, they're the forward and next buttons. I mean, yes, it does say do not place and. I feel like I should place them. I want to be able to go forward and back. I don't know. Maybe I should read some stuff about it. I don't know. It says optional. It'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the idea of like documenting the board on the board, KWF, but I agree the labels could be a bit bigger. Okay. Good. Whew. Okay, one more. Yes. Right here. Oh, what's going on? God, my tweezers all gooped up. Okay. Bakalaka, I feel like it was $100, something like that. I don't actually remember. I ordered it like a while ago. It took a real long time for the e-ink displays to come in, so for now I figured it out at one point and then promptly forgot. It's always the question people ask me is like, how much did that cost? And I often don't know. Get that question a lot on my YouTube videos too. How much did it cost you to build XYZ? And I often have to go back and figure it out. Come on, why? Okay, that's on there now. Good. Yeah, good, good. Okay. Forward and next button. Forward, previous and next buttons. Forward and next buttons. Yeah, okay. Escape wrap, mine probably wasn't that far off for that. Oh, you ordered your own boards, right? Like you had the boards fabbed for you? So they were out of stock. Okay, let's do the micro SD card slots. Slot. Singular. Okay. This one should be a bit of an adventure. How does this go on here? Does it go this way? Let's go that way. Okay. Ooh, fun. Right, flux it is. Oh dear. This one's gonna be a bit of an adventure. So that's pretty well lined up. See if I can tack it down in this corner without moving it. It's not. Okay. So, according to the assembly video that Joey, the designer, made, we can reach down through those holes in the top to get to the actual pins. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now. This is not too bad. Knock on wood. This certainly could be a lot gnarlier. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. I'm happy. I didn't miss any pins, did I? No. Good. Done. Whew. Yeah, the BGA stuff is tricky. You have to have some blind faith there, but because you can't inspect it without an X-ray. But it is doable. Okay. I want to stop and I want to keep going. Let's do a connector or two. But I'm running out of steam here, guys. I don't think it has to be super flat for it to slide in. I think there's, I'm looking at Carbonell's thing. I think where all the solder is below where the SD card goes. Let's figure out where these go before I pull them out. Battery connector. All right. Yeah, thanks, Jolly Jones. Yeah. Feeling slightly under the weather. I've got a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know what that's about. That's the lock button. What is this again? Battery connector. Where is that? Battery and charger. Here we go. It's up here. That one there. Ooh. Yeah, you're welcome for an instructive stream. I feel like I'm a bit quiet soldering this much, but trying to drop anecdotes and info as I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna tack the data pins on the back, or on the data pins. The power pins on the back because I can get to those easier, or at least see them easier. Okay. Good, and then gotta get some mechanical strain relief. On up here. Just feed in some solder blindly into things that are metal. Okay, good. Oh yeah, 4Tixie 420, yeah, I do start a little bit early. But yeah. I'm gonna keep mixing it up, I think. I'm doing 3 p.m. Mountain all this week, but that's not set in stone forevermore. That's just for this week, so I'll keep moving it around. Hello, 737H3 something something. We're building an e-ink reader, or an e-ink. I'm so tired. Ebook reader that has an e-ink screen. But I think we're winding down here. I'm winding down. We're making progress, but we've still got more to go. You want me to stick in an SD card, huh? All right. It really is fine, guys. I promise. Yeah, it really looked fine. But I can go find an SD card. Really insist. I'll show you my cool SD card with that. These are great. These are little plastic trays that hold SD cards. And so I have them just on a loop of wire, but these hold all my SD cards for all my various cameras and things. They're awesome. All right, let's throw this crappy little 2 GB SD card in here. See if it works. It works fine. See, I told you. Totally fine. Doubting me. My soldering abilities. Oh, I'm tired. I did not get quite enough sleep last night. But yes, I'm just giving y'all a hard time. Whew. Right. I don't know what a TF card is. Whoop. drink the rest of my sludge here. The main processor on this is a SAM D51 microcontroller. So you can also use a feather or a feather wing from Adafruit. Oh, fun, KWF. Yeah, I don't know why I guess I just got up early. Bakalaka, I have not released a shop tour video yet. I've shot one, and I need to finish editing it. But it'll be released soon. Carvel, there are streams about the microscope camera switch, but they are not up right now. Again, well, so I streamed. I guess most of it got streamed on Reddit. Go check Short Circuit on Reddit. It was like 4 or 5 streams on there. /r/Short Circuit. Oh, V-Sphere sounds horrible. Cracker Bill, it's neither IR nor proximity. It's just a photoresistor. So it's a little bit sensitive to like changes in position and stuff, like when I move the microscope around. You know, if it's in shadow, then it changes, but I can recalibrate it and readjust it as I need to. So let me wow, we placed a lot of stuff today. There's not that much more to go. I'm just gathering up everything that's in the done pile. And I'm gonna stick it in the done bag. If I can find it. Oh no. Well, that's an unknown now. What's the problem with these bags that don't close? What do I do about that? Gotta keep it horizontal, I guess? I don't know. Crap. Yeah, I'm not loving these baggies as a filing system. Now that they're open. I have a bunch of little, like, the flip lid pill bottle type deals that snap together, which I like, but you gotta spend a lot of time labeling them. I have a label maker, but yeah. Yeah, I don't want a micro switch that I have to push against, though, KWF, because, oh man, I'm dropping components everywhere. Oh, jeez. That goes back in the right bags. Because you don't really, you want to kind of hover above the microscope. You don't want to really have to press against it too hard, so. I don't know, people have suggested ultrasound or IR. Both of those seem pretty good. IR probably wouldn't show up on camera. I think most of my cameras have IR filters on them. So that would be okay. Oh, here's another. Yeah, I've got a bunch of components that are no longer in their respective baggies. That sucks. Oh well. Alexa, turn off the microscope. Okay. Well, there isn't that much left to be done, and this might be the majority of it. So hopefully we'll finish this up on the next stream. Hopefully I haven't made any terrible errors. Oh. Yeah. Otherwise known as a hell bin, KWF, which comes from the printing industry when they were doing movable type. When they finished printing something, they would dump all the type in a hell bin because it was hell to to resort it out. It was usually the young apprentice's job to do that. So, Panda Boy, I think we'll probably do another robot stream Wednesday. That's my hope. So, I gotta get with Patrick and double check the server's all good, and then I know how to redeploy it. But yeah. Yeah, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Mountain. There's a schedule on the channel thing. So, yeah. Yeah, come join us on Discord in between streams. There is a Discord link. Yeah, James, I'll try and get it printed out. I was printing out face shield stuff for the tribe today, so I was printing out glow in the dark ones. Let's see. I don't know if they'll show up on camera. I can spread them up. Let's see if they'll glow. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me grab mine. Let's try this. Not really. They're not super charged up, I guess. Maybe need more time to charge up. I don't know. Anyway, I was printing face shields. I printed a bunch out a while ago, and I didn't think they were getting used, and it turns out that they are, just not in the way I had expected. The two youngest people that work the guard shack, they're like young, or not young teenagers, they're teenagers. They have been wearing the face shields religiously, and everybody that's been coming and going has been asking about their face shields and where they can get one, so they've been giving them away, the ones that I had made. And I had made them for everybody working the guard shack, but only the youngsters have been wearing them. So once I found that out, because they asked me, they said, hey, can you make 2 more for us? And they didn't tell me why. And I just assumed theirs had broken. And they told me, oh, well, we've given away all of the other one. I said, oh, well, I totally will make more then. So I made 2 for them. And then once I found out, now I'm going to make like 10 or 20 more. So anyway. Yeah. Let's try it now. Still not super impressive, but anyway. I think with that, I'm gonna sign off. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Wow, 200 for a local hospital. That's impressive, Skate Rat. Thank you all for tuning in. Come join us on Discord. Drop a Discord link one more time. And yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. Stay safe. Take care.